Elizabeth Cortez here with the Yoga Den. Thank you all for joining me tonight on video since we can't be together in person. Tonight is a full moon in Libra, so I thought maybe we could work on some moon salutations and maybe even practice scales pose if that's something that you're interested in trying. If you do want to work on scales pose and you're new to it, I recommend getting a bolster or maybe a folded blanket or some sort of cushion to land on because when you're practicing you might fall. So it's nice to have a soft place to land. So I'll give you a minute to go ahead and get that, and then we're going to start laying down and do a quick little warm-up before we get into our moon salutations. So I'm going to put this to the side for now. We'll lay down on the back, roll the shoulders away from the ears, bring the arms away from the body. Let me take a few deep cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Try this a few times. And start to focus on your intention for your practice. So maybe there's something that you're working on, a goal you have in mind. Maybe there's a situation or a person who you've been thinking of. Whatever it is, let that be your drishti, your focus for your practice. Maybe you have a sankalpa, you might bring that to mind. I encourage you to be mindful of your breath throughout your practice tonight, using the breath to guide your movement. So let's inhale. We'll lift the right knee up off the mat. Exhale, hug the knee in towards the chest, squeezing out all the air. Keeping the air out, taking the chin towards the knee. It doesn't have to touch, it's reaching in that direction. Then we'll inhale, release the head back down to the mat. Exhale, release the leg, release the arms out to the side. Inhale, we'll bend the left knee. Exhale, hug the left knee in towards the chest, squeezing out all the air. Keeping the air out, taking the chin towards the knee. Inhaling, releasing the head. Exhaling, releasing the leg. Inhale, bending both knees. Exhale, hugging both knees into the chest. Keeping the air out, taking the chin towards the knees. Inhaling, releasing the head. Exhaling, releasing the legs. And then let's bring the soles of the feet to the mat. And we'll bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh, just above the knee. Nice inhale, and the exhale, we'll take the legs towards the left. Taking the gaze towards the right, if that feels okay on your neck. Turning your gaze over that right hand. Inhaling, bringing it back to center. We'll bring the soles of both feet to the mat. We'll take the left ankle on top of the right thigh, just above the knee. Exhaling, taking the legs towards the right. Taking the gaze towards the left. Shoulder blades even on the mat. We'll inhale, bringing it back to center. We'll place the soles of both feet on the mat. And we'll, again, take that right ankle on top of the left thigh, and then Exhale here. On the next inhale, we'll lift the left foot up off the mat. Exhale, threading that right hand through, interlacing the fingers behind the left thigh. On the exhale, drawing the thighs closer towards the chest. Just being mindful not to cause any strain here. Breathing into any tight spots. Noticing your body, noticing what you're feeling here. Good, inhale and exhale, let's bring the feet back down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Bringing the left ankle to the top of the right thigh. On the exhale, threading the hands through, drawing the legs closer towards the chest. Nice inhale, and exhale. We'll bring the legs back down, bring the soles of the feet to the mat, bring the arms away from the body, and we'll just start to take the knees from side to side, warming up the hips. And then we'll flex the feet, bend the knees, and start to bring the fingers towards the big toes or the outside edges of the feet, or you can also bring the hands to the knees. Point the soles of the feet towards the ceiling, and on the exhale, draw the knees down, coming into happy baby pose. Warming up the hips. And these moon salutations get pretty deep into the hips, so just want to warm up. You can gently rock from side to side. Bring it back to center. Let's bring the soles of the feet back down. And then if you'd like, you can open the knees out, bringing the soles of the feet together, coming into reclined butterfly for a few breaths. Maybe taking the head from side to side, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the neck, relaxing the gaze. Back to center. We'll inhale, bring the knees back up on the exhale. Coming onto the left side, resting for a couple of breaths in the fetal position. Coming back to your intention. And then whenever you're ready, we'll place the top hand on the floor, gently, carefully pressing yourself up into a comfortable seated position. And then we'll come onto the hands and the knees, bringing the wrist under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Fingers spread nice and wide. On the exhale, we'll curl in the toes. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, come back into downward facing dog, making any adjustments you need here. Alternate bending the knees, shifting the hips from side to side, warming up the back of the body. Then on an inhale, coming up onto the toes. On the exhale, drawing the heels towards the mat, pressing the hips back. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, press the hips back, pressing the chest towards the mat. Then on the inhale, bringing the gaze up between the hands. On the exhale, stepping the feet between the hands, coming into a forward fold.
Bending the knees as much as you need to bring the abdomen on top of the thighs. Inhale, lifting the hips towards the ceiling. Exhaling, softening any tight spots. Inhaling, coming halfway up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Big breath at the top. And exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. So for our moon salutation, we're going to start out in our standing pose, Tadasana, gently rocking back and forth, getting even on the feet. And we'll inhale, lift the toes, exhale, spread the toes apart, lowering them one by one onto the mat. Feel the thighs lifting up out of the kneecaps, the core engaged, shoulders up, back and down, fingertips are energized, the gaze is straight forward. Inhale, we'll bring the arms up overhead, and exhale, bring the hands to heart center, and let's step the feet out, coming into a wide leg stance. Bring the arms out into star pose. Then we're going to bend the elbows, rotate the feet out, and exhale, bring it into goddess pose. Engaging the bandhas, drawing the belly button in towards the spine, drawing the muscles of the pelvic floor in towards the hips. And inhale, we'll bring it back into our star pose. We're going to rotate the right foot so that's pointing straight forward. We'll rotate the left toe so that they're pointing towards the front of your mat. Then exhale, shift towards that left foot, bring it into your triangle. And inhale, we'll bring it back up, and exhale, rotate the torso towards the front of your mat. Inhale here, and on the exhale, we'll bring the right hand to the inside of the left foot, peeling the left hand up over the head, coming into reverse triangle. Inhale here, on the exhale, we'll bring that left hand down to the other side of the foot. We're going to rotate this back foot out and slide it back, coming into a runner's lunge. Gaze straight forward. Try not to dump too much energy on this thigh here. Inhale, opening up the chest, and on the exhale, we're going to walk over to the other side. So we're doing runner's lunge on the other side now. A nice inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to swivel that back heel down. Inhale, we'll straighten this front leg, bringing it into triangle. Bringing it into reverse triangle on the other side. Then inhale, bringing it up into triangle. Exhale, we're going to bring it back into our star pose. We'll rotate the feet forward here. Inhale, let's rotate the feet outward, and exhale, bring it into our goddess squat. Inhaling, bringing it back up. Exhale, we're going to rotate the feet for our triangle pose and bring it into triangle. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotated triangle. Good inhale, and on the exhale, we'll bring that left hand down, swivel the back heel out, bringing it into runner's lunge. Inhaling, opening the chest. Exhaling, walking it over to the other side. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, swivel that back heel down. Inhale, open it up into your rotated triangle, straightening that front leg. Exhale here. Inhale, we're going to bring it back up and exhale into triangle. Inhale, coming back into star pose. Exhale, open the feet out, coming into goddess squat. Inhale, let's bring it back up. Rotate the feet. Exhale into triangle. Inhale, we'll bring it up. Exhale, rotating the torso. Bringing it into your rotated triangle on the exhale. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Slide the right foot back. Open up the chest, coming into runner's lunge. And exhale, walk it over to the other side. Inhaling, opening the chest. Exhale, we'll rotate that back heel down, straighten the front knee, and rotate into rotated triangle. Inhale, we'll come up to standing, keeping the feet in triangle formation. And exhale, bring it into your triangle pose. Inhaling, coming back up into star, so we're rotating the toes forward here. Exhale, we'll rotate the toes out. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, bring it into your goddess squat. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, let's rotate it into triangle. Inhale, bringing it back up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotated triangle. Making sure that the outside of the back foot rotates down towards the mat. Inhaling, opening the chest. Exhale, bring the hands to either side of the left foot. Slide the right foot back, coming into your runner's lunge. Inhaling, opening the chest. Exhaling, walking it over to the other side. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, rotate the foot down. Open up into rotated triangle. Inhale, pressing to the feet, coming back up. And exhale into regular triangle. Inhale, back up. Exhale, let's bring it into our star. Inhale, open the feet out. Exhale, bring it into goddess. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, rotate the feet, bring it into triangle pose. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we'll bring it into our rotated triangle. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Slide the right foot back. Open up the chest. Exhale, walk it over to the other side. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, bring that left foot down. Inhale, opening up into rotated triangle. Exhale here, then we'll inhale, bringing it up. And exhale, bring it into triangle. Inhale, back up to standing. Let's bring the toes straight forward into star pose. Rotate the feet out at a 45-degree angle. Exhale, bring it into your goddess squat. Drawing the muscles of the belly button in towards the spine. Drawing the muscles of the pelvic floor up in towards the hips. Engaging the arms. On the inhale, if you'd like, you can lift the heels. Exhale, drop the hips. Let's inhale, coming back up to standing. Let's walk the feet a little bit closer together so that they're about 18 inches apart, or about the same width as your mat, if you're going this way. So the toes are going to be pointing out at an angle. We're going to bring the hands to heart center, pressing the hands into each other like you're pushing yourself away from yourself. On the exhale, we're going to bend the knees. We're warming up to come into Malasana, which is a deep squat. Exhale, bring it in a little deeper. Being mindful of your body. On the exhale, bring it into your deepest squat. If it comes down low enough, you can bring the elbows to the knees, opening the knees up with the elbows, engaging the bandhas here, staying nice and tall in the spine. Maybe bringing the hands down to the mat and using the elbows to help open the hips, open up the knees to get a deep hip stretch here. Okay, so if you'd like to work on scales pose, I suggest getting a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you don't have to have a yoga approved bolster. You can use a pillow or a blanket or whatever you have, but bolster is nice, I gotta say. So we'll start out in our deep malasana, our deep squat pose. Okay, and we're gonna start to walk the hands so that the triceps are going to come to the inner thighs and the hands are going to come kind of behind the feet and walk the feet in towards each other. So I've got the thighs on the triceps. Fingertips are pointing forward, fingers are spread nice and wide. Walking the feet towards each other and then locking the feet, and see if you can lift the feet up. You're really pressing the thighs into the triceps here, engaging the bandhas. And if you fall, you can fall back on the bolster. So you might try that a few times. And then some people are able to stretch their legs out into firefly from there. So if that's in your practice, go for it. I'm still working on getting scales pose to be held for a long time. So still working on that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and start to cool down a little bit here. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Imagine holding an invisible rope, using this rope to lower yourself inch by inch down to the mat. Bringing the heels in towards the hips and reaching the fingertips towards the heels. Take a nice inhale, and on the exhale, engage the lower abs. Inhale, release. Exhaling, engaging the lower abs. Inhale, release. Exhaling, engaging the lower abs. And inhale, release. And we'll spread the fingers nice and wide. Notice the feet. You want to stay balanced on the feet. Make sure the knees don't flop in or out. We want the knees lined up right over the ankles. On the inhale, lifting the hips, coming into bridge pose. You might clasp the hands underneath the body, rotating the inner arms up towards the ceiling, pinning the shoulders to the mat. Take a nice inhale and exhale, releasing the hips back down. Inhaling, lifting the knees, exhaling, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Be gently rocking from side to side. You might make circles with the knees, going in one direction, and then in the opposite direction. And then let's bring the soles of the feet down, and let's just open up the knees. Bring the arms away from the body. Soles of the feet pressed into each other for reclined butterfly pose. Take a nice
inhale. On the exhale, taking the right ear towards the right side of the mat. Inhaling, bringing the gaze back to center. On the exhale, taking the left ear to the left side of the mat. Inhaling, bringing it back to center. Tracing semicircles with the nose. Inhaling, bringing it back to center. Noticing all the places where your body is drawing towards the earth as the earth supports you. Feeling the energy in the soles of the feet, the palms. Feeling the backs of the hands drawing towards the earth as the fingers curl towards the sky. Relaxing the face. Relaxing the eyes. The eyeballs are resting in the sockets. The eyelids can be gently closed or softly open. Feeling the coolness behind the eyes. Relaxing the mouth. Relaxing the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. And here in final meditation, just be a witness to your thoughts. Our minds are sort of like a lake, and at the surface of the lake, there's a lot of activity and ripples, waves. But deep underneath, there's a still place. In meditation, we seek that still place where we can go and just observe the things that are happening on the surface. you're ready, you might want to bring some movement back into the body. Maybe stretch the heels out, wiggle the fingers and toes. Make circles with the wrist and the ankles. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, point the toes. Take a nice long body stretch. Good inhale. And on the exhale, make your way onto the right side of the body, resting for a moment in the fetal position. You can use the hands or a prop as a pillow. And then whenever you're ready, you can use your top hand to press yourself gently, carefully, and comfortably back into a seated position. Let's inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, let's bring the hands to the forehead for a thought well thought. Bring the hands to the mouth for a word well spoken. Bring the hands to the heart for a deed well done. Coming back to your intention, honoring that intention, thanking it for guiding you through your practice. The light within me salutes the light within you. Namaste. Thank you. Have a good night.